Right now, electrification is the dominant megatrend in mobile equipment design. More so than ever, mobile equipment requires a multidisciplinary approach incorporating hydraulics, electrohydraulics, and fully electric systems. For OEMs that don't have the required resources readily available to implement these systems, they often turn to system integrators to implement electrification. System integrators take on design a little bit differently than OEMs. System integrators often take on multiple projects at a time, so it's helpful for them to have flexible and easy-to-use solutions when taking on multiple projects. For this reason, the T6 Auxiliary Inverter is a flexible solution that allows system integrators to use one platform for multiple projects. The main thing that makes the T6 Auxiliary Inverter unique is that it's a flexible hardware platform. It's scalable and modular, and by this we mean we can take a single-axis T6 system to a multi-axis system, allowing it to control multiple AC motors from a single platform. The T6 also accommodates motors of various sizes. This is because the T6 comes in modular power ratings, the smallest being the 7.5 kilowatt A module, the next highest being the 15 kilowatt B module, and the highest being the 30 kilowatt C module. Here's a rough representation of the motors that we could control with these. This motor we would size with the 7.5 kilowatt A module, this one with the 15 kilowatt B module, and this one with the 30 kilowatt C module. This is a major advantage for system integrators because this allows the T6 to be scaled up with the vehicle. One project might only require one AC motor to be controlled, so we could use a single-axis T6 system. But a bigger project that might have 4 AC motors could use a 4-axis system. And this can be scaled all the way up to 6 independent outputs. Here we'll talk about one of the most common questions we get asked about the T6. How difficult is it to pair a motor with the T6? This has never been a problem. This is because the T6 has an automated motor learn that allows it to pair with any motor seamlessly. All that's required to pair a T6 with a motor is just the basic motor nameplate data. This is easy to find information like rated motor speed, motor torque, and motor current. With just this information, the T6 is able to perform an automated motor learn. This identifies some of the harder to find motor characteristics, like inductance and resistance and back EMF. A major advantage of this is that it significantly shortens development time. It does this by two ways. One way is that it shortens the time spent characterizing a motor, but also it opens up time to test new motors with the T6. For example, you could test one motor from brand A and one motor from brand B and see which is the best for the application. Some companies actually prefer to have a T6 on hand just to test new motors because the characterization process is so quick. The T6 is a unique product because it contains both multiple inverter modules and an integrated embedded controller. Because all of these are on the same hardware platform, we're also able to use a uniform software platform for all of these. Here we'll take a look into the software. CombiVis 6 is a uniform software platform that allows the user to program both the inverter modules and the embedded control from a single platform. System integrators that have more advanced controls resources can also use the embedded controller to implement more advanced software functionality. For example, on-demand control algorithms can be developed for power steering pumps or air compressors that allow for even higher efficiency gains in electrification. All these reasons combined mean the T6 is a flexible platform for multiple projects. For system integrators, this means when you're moving from one project to the next, you don't have to reinvent the wheel because the T6 scales with you. If you'd like to learn more, please reach out to us at KEB America.